This is a little group of 6-line poems, which are around that topography. The topography of ruins. One wave of grass covers everything. I have seen a woman bending over a stone. Everything around her was green. The desire is to leave everything alone. The difficulty is knowing what to say. I am a wreck, says one, but not with his mouth. Where are his organs of speech? They've been wrecked by the huge wind that blows, now hot, now cold. Too late to protect a body fraying at the margins. The smallest things move me. The rain as it shakes the leaf. The sound of laughter in the street. I'm easy to please. Give me fine particulars, he says, the micro-fiction of pleasure, the train passing, the silence after. Somewhere within his chest a crow was croaking. Somewhere not far from him bodies were decomposing. Everything in the world was for the best. Outside leaves lifted. The sky was closing around a tree, on a distant star. The terrain of grief does not grow any smaller. The bushfires spread, the dead keep interrupting. A crowd shouting in the park meets a crowd shouting in the street. Shouting turns to shooting. Turn off the film. The soundtrack is too loud. We don't need sound. We don't need Technicolor. But here is color. Hands, eyes, and lips, magnified as if for real, then vanishing into the sinkholes that punctuate the landscape. I don't say anything, says the mouth. You are too late, say the eyes, hands, and fingertips. You build ruins we can live in. You hide our bones in concrete. The bomb shelter is inside the bomb. Here is the car we arrive in. Here is what remains of the street. Here it all stops. Welcome home. You know who Bruno Schulz is? Have you come across Bruno Schulz? Great Polish writer. Street of Crocodile, fantasy writer. This is a little fantasy upon talking to somebody who has fallen in love with Bruno Schulz. I no longer know the difference between nightmare and dreaming, she said. Almost everything I see in dreams frightens me, she said. It was dark. Most wonderful things. Doors that open on heaven remain dark, she said. I would like to wake at a moment of brightness, unafraid, she said. It's all parodied, echo of echo, she said. I can't hear things straight. I've met Bruno Schulz. He sleeps in my bed, she said, though I can't see him. Schulz is just a name I can't get out of my head, like music, she said. And so she talked on, changing genders now and then, telling me her dreams. But I couldn't say what the difference was myself. I too was dreaming. We were together in this. She kept on talking. It was a long night. This is about having many possible tongues in your head. It's called polyphonic. While he was talking, another voice crept under his tongue and stayed there. But the voice was not strange. It felt quite comfortable, tucked into his mouth. It curled there and spoke, as a shadow might, when there is room for shadows. Nothing that is mine can be strange, he told himself. This too is my voice. Reassuring words. But the voice in his mouth sang to a different score. It's polyphony, he argued, but the guest voice carried on singing. There are things we say that say themselves in a way they have to be said. Regard the flowers nodding in the garden, lost in their own music. He would have listened out of courtesy and held his unruly tongue, but his mouth was full of compelling flowers of speech, so he kept talking. I read 2 poems about music. I started doing a series of sonnet about YouTube bits of there used to be a band called Chloe James and the Shondells who sang a thing called Mooney Mooney. It's a very good. And the cool thing about the video